Okay. Sit beside my good friend Marty.
Yeah.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is David depieri. This course is part of my 565 course with John Egan. I'd like to introduce an old friend of mine. Marty is a musician, and he's with the Delta Community Music School. So I've got a few questions I'm going to ask Marty. I'm going to sit myself over here so that the focus can be on the musician. Thank you. Okay, so Marty, exactly what does music mean to you?
Okay, David, music means to me, it's very much a very strong passion. It makes me feel just really alive. You know, I've been playing for 46 years and I love it still. After starting music at 15, piano and vibraphone, it's a wonderful thing to be able to play music and entertain people.
Beautiful.
And I press on the kids to get into music.
Yeah, thank you very much. So what made you decide to become a musician?
Well, okay, that goes back quite a while to probably it was about 14, 15 because my mother played piano by ear. My uncles and aunts played piano, and my mother wanted me to be taught, going to lessons and things, but I was into soccer and athletics. I didn't get that, but I have a very good ear. By hearing her play as a kid, I picked it up, and from there I got myself a trio and got into playing dance band and jazz gigs.
Right, and how old were you when you started the trio?
I was 19.
19.
18 and 19,
18
yeah.
and 19. Good. So what advice would you give a young person wanting to learn a musical instrument?
I would say a young person wanting to learn a musical instrument, it's one thing to have a good ear like I have here, and I picked it up pretty quick, but at the same time I think it's good that the kids get a teacher, somebody to teach them the chords, especially piano or guitar, and you know, this instrument's the basics. The piano is the first one they got to learn. Get to teach them the chords and some music. Then they can go on from there when they have that basic.
Right.
They got a good ear too. The two together would be incredible. That's the thing. If they got it.
That's the main concern there. Okay, so what are your most fondest memories or highlights as a musician?
Well, some of them back in England, London, where I was playing on the British scene in the early 70s, playing in Ronnie Scott's in London, England clubs there, and also in Canada, in Toronto, major spots in Toronto and Montreal, and major spots in Vancouver when I came here many years ago.
And just last weekend playing in front of about 1,000 people?
Yeah, I did have my Latin band down on the beach in White Rock. Full beach Latin band, congas, vibes, guitar, bass, wonderful. They loved it, and it's a passion. And the more the feeling when you're playing is a lovely feeling you get from. The adulation is there too, but it's wonderful to play. Know that people appreciate what you're doing.
Right. Now, as a musician, do you ever become nervous? As a professional player. Yep. Does that happen to you?
Yeah, it does sometimes. Yeah, it does. I mean, I've played in front of 1,000 people at concerts, either in England or Toronto, radio broadcasts and things. Not so much radio, but live concerts. Sure, and you're brought onto stage, you're being introduced, the instrument's already on stage, and they're called on. And it's nervy until you get you get your head down. You've got a program if you're doing television, radio, and then you get into it. But you're nervous before that. Ella Fitzgerald was too.
That's right.
Yeah, all those great artists. If you say you're not nervous and you're blasé, then there's something wrong.
You're lying.
You're lying.
Yeah. Okay. So at Delta Secondary School, we build guitars from scratch.
Right. Is there
something that you could say to these future guitar players about the instruments that they're making with their own hands?
That they're making guitars.
They're making
that's very good. Yeah. I don't know much about guitars. I'll be honest with you, but it's nice that they're making them from scratch.
So they're
getting into it right from the beginning.
That's right. Yeah.
Knowing about that instrument and then going on to learn to play it as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Last question. If you could do it all over again, would you do anything differently?
No.
Nothing whatsoever.
No, I wouldn't.
You've been pretty happy
with
the
same. I'm very happy with the way I play. I'm still learning things. You mustn't say you've learned everything, even at my age, 71, because you don't. No, you don't. You just carry on learning things, you know. But I wouldn't have done it any other way.
Right.
I'm glad I'm self-taught musician for me personally. You know, it's been a wonderful career.
Thank you, Marty.
Thank you, David.
I appreciate that.
Thank you. Great.
So, ladies and gentlemen, my friend Marty Franklin, 71 years old, plays the vibraphone like you can imagine, and a great piano player too. So maybe what I'll do is I'll get you to play a little something, and then we'll wind down.
All right.
Thank you.